What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Empire State of Sports podcast. I'm your host, Karan Kapoor, coming to you live from New York, New York. And I am very excited tonight as we have a star-studded cast. The usual Topher Pete, my partner in crime, my host with the most. We got Danny B, one of the regulars on the show now, and then another man who has no introduction needed, the one and only Giants Singh, aka Just Meat, aka the Turbinator, the Blue Turbinator, whatever you want to call him. Needs no introduction in the community. Does really big stuff with Big Blue and with MetLife. But yeah, we're really looking forward. Thanks, guys, for taking the time tonight. For those of you guys listening, appreciate your support wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you give us a click on Instagram, like us, subscribe wherever you get on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you consume us. We always appreciate any and all support, and we're always looking to grow our fandom within this community. So, without further ado, Giants Singh, Just Meet. Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for being a part of us tonight. And kick it off. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Topher. Thank you for having me on. Great pleasure. My name is Chaz Meat, like everyone knows, right? The Giants Sing. That's my Instagram and Twitter, everywhere. That's my handle. That's one name, right?
Give them a
One.
follow if you haven't already.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Thank you. Uh, but yeah, I've been so even before the Giants turban guy, like before that thing actually got kicked off in 2021. But my fandom goes far before that. Like I moved to this country in 2002. Grew up in like I'm gonna give you a small story on it. Like so I grew up in Lodi. Go to this Central Temple in Glen Rock where I grew up with like a bunch of other Sikh kids, secular Indian kids. Every Sunday after our services, we used to just go hit someone's basement and watch the Giants game. They all were Giants fans, grew up as kids, right? So it was only I had no other option to pick. I blue has always been my favorite color, and I'm glad that Giants had a blue color. So there was no other option for me. Slowly, steadily, I started liking football. I mean, I knew about rugby, because back in India, like we'd seen rugby playing, like but football was a different sport, right? So I expressed my interest, start watching football very closely. When Eli got drafted, that's when it was like a different air in New York, for everyone, and especially with that buzz like of switching, like swapping Eli and Philip Rivers.
Right.
That's another heat that brought into New York, right? So
Giants lore.
yep, Chancellor. Yeah. So yeah, that got me more interested into like watching and following the Giants. Uh, but still casually, I was not. Cricket was still my favorite sport back then because I just came from India. Every Indian loves cricket. Like that's our religion. But then 2007, we won a Super Bowl. That gave me like a kick right there. Like I don't know what came up to my, like I'm like, no, this is gonna be my team forever. If I'm gonna follow a team, this is my team. Like that's it. Even though I've played football, I never like watch football, like, but this is gonna be my team. Whatever. So yeah, since then, I mean, I've been a full time Giants fan. Uh, Met a lot of players, all that stuff. 2011 Super Bowl run. Um, Went to my first Giants game in the older stadium in 2000, and I think it was 2010 when they
Nice.
were. That was the last year, right? That was the last year
Yeah.
when we
Oh
were when
nine
we were
was
knocking
Oh
it
the
nine.
down.
old
Yeah.
Giants
Oh nine.
Stadium. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh
Oh
nine,
nine.
oh nine, oh nine. Yes, sorry. Yeah,
God, I
so
missed
no,
that place.
2010 we
Yeah.
built the new one. Yeah, 2010 we
Right.
rebuilt. Yeah, so yeah, 2009 against, I think it was against Redskins. That was my game. That I went to the gay stadium first time. Not a season ticket holder. Uh, still like part time going fan into the stadiums. Until 2020. I mean, after COVID, when they opened up, that's when I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna put my name in. Like, I want to be a full time. Plus, my son was like four. He was a 4 year old. He came up to me. He's like, you know what, Dad? Like, he used to watch games with me. Like, starting from like 2.5, 3 years old, we were watching the game every single Sunday, sitting in my lap, showing him what Giants football is about. Not exciting. We always used to have like 1, 2, 3 wins. But
Damn,
it is.
since
It is what it is.
2020, that's when you started.
That's
when
when
you
I
wanted
that,
to. That's when
that's
you
when I
said I'll start
started
paying the
a season
PSLs.
ticket holder. 2020, I started as a season ticket holder.
All
Yeah,
right.
2017 for me.
Oh,
That's
for the season ticket, nice, very nice, very
You
nice. Yeah.
guys are still forking up PSL money, or
No,
No,
I'm
I paid
done.
off. I paid it off. Yeah, so that's another sub story, right? So I was like, you know what? When I was looking at those sub licenses, and people told me from the old stadium that they never had to pay PSLs. There was no PSL BS, you know.
yeah,
So I was like, oh boy, this is a lot of money. And what if we built? And there was another clause. If a lot of season tickets don't even know, if for some reason Giants built another stadium, then this PSL is gone. You know what
know
actually
that.
says in your PSL contract that this is only for 15 years or oh no 25 years until MetLife has that contract with that stadium. I think there's a clause something like that. There's a clause on our season ticket agreement. Yeah, so if
I
they
hope
build,
so.
I mean, I hope so, or just they just make us a need like this would be our thing, you know, whatever. Just kick the other team out, you know. But yeah, so since then, but then 2020 when I started going to the game, whatever, you know, like 2021 is the one that I actually thought that hey, I go to the game, you know, I was wearing hat that at that time, you know, like just a regular dress up guy, you know, like regular my Eli jersey on at that time. But then I thought like, hey, why don't I do something different? You know, I've seen people doing it, you know. I see people dressing up in like suits, like giant suit. I see people dressing up in like fireman helmet, you know, all that stuff. Why don't I just blend with my culture, with the sport that I love, you know, something like that. So I knew
That's
this other
awesome.
guy named Raider Singh from Oakland, California. That's another guy. He wears a Raiders turban, right? Very very nice guy. So me and him talked about it. You know, he's been a Raiders fan since he was born. He was born into a Raiders community, like on that, right? So he helped me out, like picking a Giants turban on. You know, so and that was it. Since then, I mean, I started this as an experiment. It kicked off,
Blown
you
up.
know.
It's
It's blown
blown
out.
up.
It's
Yep.
it's literally, man. I mean, I have not knock on wood, like I've not seen anyone coming up to me like, "Hey, what are you wearing? Like, why are you like this is football. It's a helmet or a hat sport, you know, that kind of thing." Like, I have not received any backlashes. I've received a lot of compliments, even in my stands. My stands, my tailgates, people stop me. People like, "Hey, Singh, like really like your style.
Take a picture
I
with
don't want
you.
to brag about it, but like, but people love it. People like, you know, the kids look at me, like the Indian kids who look at me. They're like, "Hey, Dad, like, you know, that's pretty cool. Like he carries
that
the
is
way he
cool.
carries it, you know." So yeah, I mean,
I
that's it.
No,
I
want
mean,
it's
I
all.
want one of the bobbleheads. I seen that bobblehead on your thing. I'm buying one of those.
I don't know if that's all AI. That's all. That was that. Yeah, I mean, I know if someone can make one, I mean, if
I'm gonna look
Foco
into
can
that.
make it or
Chris,
someone
get a
can
3D printer. You take.
I know super fan Nav Bhatia. You know him, right? Everyone knows Nav Bhatia from Toronto Raptors, right? He's one of the super
Yeah, yeah,
fans,
yeah.
Yeah,
right? So I know he has one. So I know him personally too. So I've been
Oh,
following
you
him
do?
for
Yeah, he's
yeah.
another
So
one.
I
Yeah,
know I know a
crazy.
friend who's a family relative of him. So next time he comes to Knicks and Toronto Raptors game, I'm planning on going to that game just to go see him. You
Just
know,
to meet him.
just to go meet him. Yeah, I haven't got a chance to
Does
meet
he
him
go to all road games too?
point. So maybe I'll check it out because I know Toronto is coming soon, right? I think it's in end of
I
I think
gotta
in
look.
November or end of December, somewhere there.
Mm.
But yeah,
But yeah, an
so
awesome
so
story,
that's
man.
my story.
And guys, again, for those of you, give him a follow. He does amazing stuff in the community. Tailgate every single game. He's all over social media. Huge, huge following, and we've been lucky enough to connect with him and have him on tonight. So again, appreciate your time. Awesome story.
Cross.
With that being said, fellas, let's get down to business. The Giants, a lot happened in this past week. Game aside, all right, the game is the game. We lost. Yeah, what
Yep.
else is new? We're 2-9. The game against the Packers. Jameis Winston starts. We can kick things off with him. How'd you guys think he looked? There's some stuff after the game, post game, that we need to discuss too in a few minutes. But regarding the game itself, I think Winston did about as well as I thought he would.
Yep.
It comes with the territory, right? I mean, he had some really nice throws, kept the team in the game, gave us a chance to win in the fourth quarter. Defense couldn't hold the lead. And of course, he runs into the wall in the end, throws the pick. Whether you want to blame that on Jalen Hyatt
That
or
was
whether you want to say it
that
was
was
a
a
bad throw,
vintage that was a
yeah,
vintage Winston that I actually saw that day. I
yeah.
mean, that's a kind of like Winston that we have seen in the past when he was like a Tampa Bay Buccaneer kind of guy. You know,
Final
like
stats: 19 to 29, 201 yards. no touchdowns, 1 interception, but obviously a killer interception at the end of the game. But guys, it just comes down to this is the fourth game that we've had this year where we've blown a fourth quarter lead. I mean, it's the same song and dance. So, Danny, what'd you take away from the game?
I thought it was the normal Jameis experience. He got lucky on a couple of throws that could have been easily intercepted. He brought the excitement. He was making solid throws when he wasn't trying to throw it away to the Packers. I thought our running game looked good. It was a good classic veteran backup quarterback experience.
38 rushes for 140 yards.
Yeah.
Obviously, we knew what the game plan was.
Right. So I thought that was good. It was the classic. I had a new low. I didn't go to the game on Sunday, and my 5-year-old had a birthday party, so we were listening to it on the fan, going to the party, and then it was like the final drive. So I put it on my phone. Excuse me. I put it on my phone, and then next thing you know was the interception by Jameis, and I did the there's a Aaron Rodgers gif that he like kind of like throws his tablet down, and I was I didn't do it at the party, but my head was just gonna chuck it across.
Topher, what'd you take from that last pick from the actual end of the game?
Yeah, it was Jalen Hyatt. I thought it was on Jalen Hyatt. I mean, you could tell it was on Winston's on his face. You could tell after he threw it, it wasn't. And then they broke it down after the play. The announcers broke it down. But It was just, it's like you said, we're 2-9. It doesn't really, at this point, it doesn't matter. I wanted him to get the win because he goes out there and he plays hard every time he gets an opportunity. He's a class act. He kept the team together
those are the things I liked. He fired up the team a little bit, kept them in the game, and again took the lead in the fourth quarter. At that point, it's on the defense, which again,
touchdown in. He brings everybody together. He does it all year long, even when he wasn't playing. When Slayton dropped the ball or when something happens on the sideline, he's just a good guy. You want to see him win.
Right.
But it's typical, like you said, we're losing the leads. We can't get out of our own way. And it just sucks because we were riding high when Scatterboo and Dart were playing. We had all
that Eagle game on Thursday night, man. That feels like 6 months ago.
Yeah, that was years ago.
It was 6 weeks ago. It feels like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward. It sucks. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to getting healthy, getting right, and getting these guys on the field and whatever coach we're going to have. I mean, we have to hit this right. For what we dealt with since, Pat Shermer, Joe Judge, it's been
McAdoo.
It's just been you can't mess this up.
That's what I feel. Just Meat, what you got? Anything you take away, good, bad, ugly from that game? I mean, obviously you were there.
Good.
Was it like 70% Green Bay fans? Because that's what it sounded like.
I would say 80. I would say 75 to 80. Like there were a lot of cheeseheads there. And they all dressed up.
I'm sure they bought my tickets.
There were a lot of. I mean, I know even the row in front of me. They are diehard Giants fans. They have season tickets since the stadium was first open, and they sold it to Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna call
last two home games, man, between San Francisco.
It's up to the fan base. I mean, when the product is not good, you definitely want to recoup your money. I'm sure, definitely. It is what it is. Not everyone sells to. Not every Giants fan is buying tickets right now. So who are you going to sell it to? The opposing fans. So
that's the thing, right? If you put it up online.
Exactly. I mean, last year, one game I had to sell, and that's one game I missed. Last year, I had to sell. It was actually against the Packers, but I sold it to one of my friends. He's a Giants fan, but he took his girlfriend who's a Packer fan. So 50-50. But I made sure I asked all my Giants fans, first. So hey, so anyone wants a ticket or whatever,
That wasn't the DeVito. Was that the DeVito game?
That was a DeVito game. That was a DeVito. Yeah. Monday night. It was a
Monday night. I remember that game. I don't know why I remember it, but I do.
That's the only game that I sold. Going back to this game, I mean, I would say he kept us in the game. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So typical veteran. Could be a good quarterback, backup quarterback to Jackson Dart. He can teach him a lot, and that's it. I mean, I would say Jackson Dart is QB1, and this guy we already have him for 2 years, right? We signed him for 2 years.
Yeah.
If he could just stay with us for extended amount of time as a backup.
I think he will.
Until he wants to play. If he wants to hang his cleats, hang it in New York. That's it.
I don't see why he would do that. He's getting paid a decent amount as a backup.
Exactly.
Hopefully Dart. Speaking of which, I think he was upgraded today to non-contact practice.
Yep, so he did play.
Hopefully
a few
that
snaps,
means he's on track to play. I mean, listen, personally, I don't want him to play Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit's defense.
Detroit played like absolute you-know-what on Sunday night against the Eagles. They're probably foaming at the mouth to play the Giants this Sunday. So do I want him to be out there?
Yeah, if they can stop the Eagles. I mean, Eagles offense struggles anyways. I mean, they are not scoring from last, how many games is that? When they haven't scored like more than 15 or 16 points at least.
Somehow they're 8-2. I don't think
here's
the defense.
Here's the thing. Lions got people out too. Like some of their key pieces on defense were not playing, and they still held the Eagles to that. And one of the touchdowns were set up from the tip interception that gave them the ball in their red zone or whatever.
Yeah, Eagles record sounds different than what their games. The games have been boring, man. I mean, my son, my 9-year-old son, come up to me. He's like, Dad, what I can come out of that game is Eagles have a great defense that can stop any team, but they have a lousy, lazy offense who cannot score points. That's it. Just put it that way.
I know this is a Giants show, but why? You guys tell me why. As a Giants fan, outside looking in, what holds them back with all that talent? What is it? What holds them back? Why does that offense suck? And I don't even go this far. You see what Jackson Dart's doing with our offense. He brings it to a whole nother dynamic. You imagine what Jackson Dart would look like with that offense, with like Saquon and Goddard and Smitty, and like, can you imagine? Is it hurts? Like, I don't know.
It could be a Super Bowl hangover. It could be just the fact that I'm being, it's just listen. They did this whole thing.
They had,
you're right. But they're 8-2.
All that stuff.
They're not 2-8. They're 8-2. So it's like they're getting by, and they just like, let's wait till January, and then we'll pick it up.
I mean, right now they're number one seed. In the
don't
NFC.
NBA teams do that? NBA teams kind of coast during the regular season, and then when it comes time for playoffs, they'll kick it up. And the regular season means nothing.
What was that? Was that 2023 or 2022? When was that? When they actually had this run, but they got beaten up by Tampa Bay in the wild card.
Oh, that was 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
2 seasons, right? 2023. Yeah, there you go. So yeah.
I mean, it's happening with the Chiefs too.
It's
happening with the Chiefs, exactly.
And they ended that season 1-7, and they could have won the division, and we beat them with DeVito, or it might have been DeVito, or it might have been Tyrod, but it was
Tyrod, the last week.
Dallas ended up winning the division because of that, and they would have sealed it by beating us, and they couldn't.
Yeah,
they couldn't because we beat them in MetLife.
That was the Kenny Galladay breakout game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
that was Galladay's one and only touchdown that he had with us that year.
Worth every freaking penny for the Dallas Cowboys to win that division and not them. I'll take it.
That's what makes it the most frustrating, right? Because the NFC is so wide open. Like the Eagles are cakewalking right now, but they're a beatable team. The Lions are beatable. Tampa Bay is good, but they don't scare you. I mean, the Giants had a shot this year. Green Bay started out thinking they're going to be world beaters. They've come down to earth. The Bears are winning that division. The Vikings don't know what they're doing at quarterback. I mean, the one legit threat is obviously the Rams. They're playing on another level. The Seattle is a wild card team right now because of that division. But other than that, San Francisco's banged up. I mean, the Giants.
It will be a tough road. It will be a tough road for Eagles. I'm going to tell you. If they don't straighten their offense out, those teams are coming for them. They will definitely break that. There has to be some time when that defense is going to fall apart.
And they have Dory's still as one of their starting corners, and they haven't gotten picked on yet. Surprisingly. Well, this week against Dallas is going to be interesting. So with their 2 guys.
So Giants play the Lions this week. They're 10.5-point underdogs as we speak. I'm sure that number's going to go up, but I like that.
It all depends.
I'm afraid
to see
if
Jackson Dart plays or not.
Yeah, Dart's not playing. It's going to stay there.
We're talking amongst us. I wouldn't play Dart this week. I wouldn't play him next week against New England. You have the bye.
Yep.
Let him finish out the last month of the season. I think we play the Commanders,
Raiders, Vikings. No, Commanders, Raiders, and Dallas. That's it.
And Vikings.
The
last 4 games. So those 4 teams are not. I mean, I would let him play that last month of the season to get some seasoning in, and then we
Those 4
hopefully get
games,
fresh.
I'm still telling you, those 4 games, 3 are actually winnable games if we play
Yeah,
with a
I
full
think they
strength.
all are.
They all are. I mean, Dallas, you never know, but Dallas game could be important for Dallas because they could be running for a wild card spot, or they could
Right.
be running for a tie.
I mean,
depending on-
Minnesota too. You never know; they might
Minnesota
be
too,
hanging
yeah.
around by a
Yeah,
thread.
Minnesota's going to be
But
running
again,
for
I
a
would
division,
be much more comfortable with him playing those games than these next 2 weeks against Detroit and New
I'm
England.
absolutely in with you.
So.
Yep.
Let him sit. I know it's concussion protocol. Give him 3 weeks and let him come back.
Yeah,
fresh
3 weeks
to
is
play
kind
against Washington.
of long. It's going to be kind of long. I mean, if he sits down this week, I think he might come back for Patriots before they break it out.
I would bring
They
him
also
back
have
for
the bye
next
after 13 weeks.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy
So,
thing.
if that bye was coming before the Patriots game, I would have given him like after bye. But I think he will come back for Patriots. But you never know. I mean, Kafka. It all depends on Kafka. I mean, look at Kafka. I mean, what do you guys think of Kafka?
Speaking of which, yeah, good transition. So he comes out after the game, press conference. I think there's going to be changes on Monday. Nothing changed. Shane Bowen is still the defensive coordinator. And to top it off, this past week, during the pregame of the week, it comes out that Abdul Carter doesn't play the opening drive of the game on Sunday against Green Bay.
That was a big drama.
And after the game, it comes out why. Apparently, he missed team meetings or he slept through the meeting, and this has been a recurring pattern of behavior. He comes out on social media right away. I wasn't sleeping. I was getting treatment. So the dysfunction is rampant in the Giants locker room. Bill Carter sitting on Monday Night Raw with a WWE Championship belt, Giants belt last night with Cam Scatterboo, pushing and shoving Rey Mysterio Jr.'s son. I mean, I don't. This is what the New York Giants are.
I like that part, and I like the fact that he's up on his feet. I seen a clip of him on a podcast.
I'm actually excited. You know, even though he's going to rehab, but he has those guts to be on those 2 feet. I mean, I would give it to him. You know,
I'm more upset that I saw Carter there. I don't know about you guys, but look,
I'm upset about
Carter. It's been a bad PR week for you. You're already getting called out in the media. You're sleeping in meetings. You're fighting on social media with Jordan Renan saying I wasn't sleeping. The hate is real. You have half a sack for the year. A half. You don't even have a full sack for the year. You're the number 2 pick in the draft. The team is 2-9. I don't need to see you standing there with a WWE Championship belt, with a Giants Championship belt, nonetheless, and just like I don't know, the whole thing just stinks. One of you guys take it away.
Yeah, no, it definitely reeks of awfulness, and the whole weird thing about him being in the facility, it was just one of those. Why didn't anybody wake him up? Or like, hey, our stud rookie is not at the meeting. We know he's getting treatment.
Was it a meeting or a run through? I thought it was a run through.
Walkthrough,
right? Yeah, I think it was a walkthrough. Yeah.
Regardless, this had to be one of those. The team got tired of the situation, and they were like, "Forget it. Let's get him. Let's treat it."
Supposedly, Dable let it happen all year because
Dable let it slide. Yeah, that's
shocking.
That's what they said. Yeah.
And listen, these kind of stories only get leaked when someone wants it to get leaked. Like, who's obviously telling these guys that Carter's sleeping on the side? Like, it's getting leaked now because all the nasty stories about Dable are going to come out about how he did not have any control on the team. He was desperate for wins. No discipline.
Wait till December 6th when Hard Knocks comes out. Oh boy, that's gonna be another behind the scenes.
I'm actually very intrigued to watch that.
How much of Giants content?
I can't wait.
How much of Giants content is going to be in there? Is it going to be all about Eagles, Cowboys?
They're doing the whole NFC North, so NFC East. I mean, the whole East. So it will be intriguing because the last time the Giants were on Hard Knocks, it
was just off season. It was just off season, so it was a lot of drama.
It was a circus.
Yeah.
No, that was the Saquon signing and the Daniel Jones contract, and just still a mess. Yeah. And we're still here 2 years later, still talking about the same nonsense, the same song. But on the bright spot, according to Tankathon, I think we have the number 2 pick right now in the draft. So for what that's worth, who's going to make that pick?
You know what?
Time will tell. I hope it's not Joe Shane, but we'll see.
That's what I say, right? We are back. We are back in top 5 pick.
Yeah, it's our Super Bowl time, guys. We're the number 2 pick in the draft.
Number 2, right? But last time when Giants picked number 2, it was Saquon Barkley. For the
Wasn't it
record.
last year? What was Carter?
3.
Carter was 3.
Okay,
Carter
sorry,
was
my
3.
mistake.
Yeah. So Thibodeau and Neal
1,
was
2,
5 and 6.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thibodeau was 5. Wasn't
Yeah.
Neighbors 6? Carter
Neighbor
was
6. Yeah.
3.
Carter was 3.
Neal was 7.
That's
Neal was
so
7.
many top 10 picks.
I'm just glad we don't got to worry about getting a
Look at
quarterback.
that. I mean, look at that. From last 4 years, how many first round under 10 picks we have had? This team would have been
Yeah,
this
but
team
there's
if they
some
would have
bad
picked
ones
it.
in there too. There's some
Neal.
bad first rounds in there too, like really bad.
Neal.
Deontay Banks and Evan Neal.
Yeah.
Just saying. Probably finish their careers as Giants this year anyway.
Hyatt.
Switching gears. I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back. Switch gears to the New York Knicks. Not that it's been that much better right now, but the season is still young. 13 games in, 8-5. The last time we were here, the Knicks hadn't won a road game. Guess what? The Knicks still haven't won a road game yet. 0-4, losing to Miami last night or 2 nights ago. 115-113. Crazy ending to the game. Goaltending, defensive goaltending. They got the chance to come back. They made a fierce comeback with 2 minutes in the game, but Towns just couldn't get that last-second shot to drop. I thought Bridges played really well. They're going to tip off shortly against Dallas. No Cooper Flag. Hopefully Brunson is back. If not today, then at the next game on Friday. We'll see. But Topher, what do you like so far? 8-5. You know, just the road thing does bother me a little bit.
The road thing stinks. I mean, like Mark was telling us last 2 weeks ago, he was like, "Oh, we always went on the road. We were dominant on the road. We're not looking good on the road." That's bothering me. Obviously, the injuries right now stink. Like OG's out for a couple more, 2 weeks?
Yeah, minimum.
Brunson's questionable tonight. You definitely see it. The game against Miami, like it was frustrating. I mean, you're down, and to have to come back that way. We've been through that before. I had high hopes, man. I thought we were going to be dominant this year, and right now it's just taking a while. It's taking a little longer than I wanted. I know you got to gel. Towns wasn't doing much in the beginning, and now we got OG out. I've been very happy with OG and Bridges' play. I love McBride, Shaman, everybody. Everything's looking good, but it's just not correlating to
It's not there yet. It's not 100%.
Yeah.
It's not quite clicking right, and I'm impatient.
The other night,
I'm impatient because we've been waiting for it so long, and the Knicks, like I've been waiting for the Knicks to win a championship. I've never seen it.
well, none of us have. So.
I've not seen it. Yeah. I'm probably the newest Knicks fan from between all of you guys. Well, the Knicks fan, I would say Knicks fan for like last five years maybe. That's it. I mean, when I moved here, don't get me wrong. I mean, I was a New Jersey Nets fan, you know, because they were right across the street from us, Continental Arena. I went to the championship.
Which is still there.
Yeah, I mean, at Izod Center, yeah, it's still out there, but it's just like nothing. But yeah, it was when it was Continental Arena. I used to go like $5 a game ticket, you know, and go see Vince Carter, Jefferson, Jason Kidd, you know, all that, like that team, you know. So basketball was always my sport, even back in India. You know, I used to watch basketball, follow basketball, Lakers. I mean, I grew up as a Kobe Bryant fan, you know. But Knicks, I mean, when Nets moved to Brooklyn, I totally detached. You know, it's too far, too much of a hassle to get to Brooklyn. You know, from here, from Jersey.
So that was a transition right there.
Exactly. Yeah. My son was like, you know what, like, forget about it. You know, like, I mean, when my son got into basketball, he started playing basketball. He wanted to go to the basketball games, you know, all that stuff. So I took him to the next game. He's like, Dad, this is more convenient. 15-minute ride from the train, you know, the train ride. Let's get there, you know. And then slowly I started getting season tickets. You know? But going back to the Knicks, I mean, I like it so far. I mean, yes, that 0-4 hurts on the road. I mean, we haven't got a road game yet. I mean, road win yet. But maybe tonight. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, short-handed Dallas team. Let's cook. You know, let's cook it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, this team is still hanging around Mike Brown. You know, his system. The way he's utilizing the bench, I love it. I mean, that was a biggest story going into every offseason. But like, hey, why Knicks have all that talent on the bench? Every other team, why Knicks get droughted towards the end of the postseason is because we give too much time to our
They
starters.
run out of gas.
Exactly, we run out of gas. Everyone's either getting hurt or not.
That was 2 years
Not
ago.
giving
Last year
exactly
they just
2 years in a
retired.
row, man. 2 years in a row, we couldn't get past either conference semifinals or conference finals. So it is what. So I see the light at the end of the tunnel this year. Still too early. We only like what 8 games in now. I mean,
13 games.
13 games in. Sorry, yeah, 13 games in, but still a long season to go. But
Danny, what you got?
No, the road thing is a concerning thing. The one thing that really upset me about the other game against the Heat was they ran zero offense in the fourth quarter until it was too late. I think if we were able to
That's the
create
frustrating
more,
part. We're always fighting back. We get behind.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we were just taking dumb shots, and it was one possession, and then they would get the rebound and drive it up and score, and that was the most frustrating thing about that game. And then it was way too late for them to get the win, even though they had their chances. I think Deuce's shot was stupid. It was definitely a rush. And then Cat gets mauled on every single play, and they don't call it. I thought for sure he was going to get a call of foul on that, but I guess that's the recipe of always
I think that's his
complaining.
reputation now.
Right. And he's complaining about every shot, and they're gonna hold the whistle on him.
Like every game, he takes one to the basket, makes it, it's the foul, but they call it offensive. Every single game.
Every game.
I mean, he's getting adjusted, right? He's getting adjusted to what Mike Brown wants him to do, right?
Yeah.
Attack the rim. That's it.
I think the biggest thing for us this year, so far, what I've seen in 13 games is we're not used to seeing a team that's not run by Tom Thibodeau.
Right.
And what I mean by that is every single game last year was Game 7 of the NBA Finals for Tom Thibodeau. Like, he has to win. He's running 7 deep. He's playing it like a playoff roster, 40 minutes a night for the starters, garbage time under 2 minutes. That's what it was last year for the last 5 years that it's been. And we're used to that. Now Mike Brown comes in. He's got a legit 10, 11 guys that he can play every single night. And he's trying to implement using some of those pieces, going 8, 9 deep at times, bringing in starters out with 4 minutes, in the first quarter. We're not used to seeing that. We don't know how to react right now I don't know who these 5 guys are on the court at one time because we didn't see this all of last year. Hart's coming off the bench, which I love. I love Hart coming off the bench. Mitch, I know they're treating him with kid gloves. When he's in there, he's an absolute force. Deuce is playing at an all-time, at the best we've ever seen. And then you got to ride your starters. But I still think he's trying to get a feel for his rotation 15 games in or 13 games in. And I don't know necessarily if he's taking that regular season as serious and as hungry as Tibbs would at this time last year.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I do have to point out something funny. Well, it's not funny because he got hurt. But Brunson did get hurt. If Tibbs was coaching this team, we would have had to get off social media because the Minutes Police would have lit him up on fire. And then we didn't see that when Brown did it a couple of weeks ago.
Because Brunson hadn't played 38 minutes that game.
Yeah,
Right.
Listen, that's how Brunson plays, and you're not going to change that. That's
I agree.
I
agree. I just thought it was funny. The game was out of reach, and he was still in it, and that would have been one of the things.
Same ankle, same freak way he lands on his ankle, but when he drives to the basket like that, it's inevitable that he's going to take a beating.
Oh, for
sure. You have to factor that in that he's going to have.
It is funny. It is funny though.
And funny as it sounds, it's like we actually saved by miracle. I mean, that would have been worse. That if it's actually
a lot worse.
It's a sprain and not like a fracture or anything. I mean,
that's his third one now. Remember he had it in the playoffs last year. He had one before that.
Because the way his style,
the way he
playing,
moves, the way he turns, I think that's why he puts too much pressure on that.
Well, he's back tonight against the Mavericks. So.
Is he definitely back tonight?
Yeah, back. My group chat just said Brunson's back. So
I knew he was
All
questionable.
right, so he missed 2 games. Maybe he's like, listen,
Dog.
enough is enough. Let's cut the foolishness. We
Tell
need
you
a
what,
road
I
win.
didn't
But you know
like
what? He might not even play the full.
I hated
You
that.
know,
We got
it
done
all
the
depends.
podcast. They took him out on crutches. I didn't. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It all depends on how many minutes he gets to tonight. You know, like if it was what? 10,
I think if he's playing,
like
he'll
15,
get
20.
his 20, at least
Yeah,
25, 30.
yeah,
I
if
think.
he's
And
playing,
it depends
he's
on how the
playing.
game goes. You
Yeah,
know, let's
yeah.
hope that it's not necessary to play the fourth quarter.
But
Let's
Dallas is a good team even without like their star. You know.
No Kyrie, no Cooper Flag, no
Oh wow,
Anthony
Kyrie's out
Davis.
too. I didn't know that.
He's
Yeah, Kyrie
recovering from
hasn't
an
played.
ACL.
Yeah, Kyrie
See, I
hasn't
knew
played
he
all
yeah,
was
he's-
season.
oh,
playing,
yeah, he's
but
still dealing with
I
that
didn't know
injury, right?
I didn't know the Cooper Flag until you told me.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Flag apparently has an illness.
Oh, okay.
Davis is coming back from a calf injury or
Shocking.
calf maintenance.
Oh, so
and
they are.
Kyrie's got-
So they are out of the 3 starters, huh? Wow. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And
So
that's why we
I mean, listen, we're out too.
Yeah.
we're
That's
we're
why
out.
we shouldn't have lost to
Wow,
Miami.
G,
We
yeah.
shouldn't have lost to Miami. They were out Tyler
That's
Hero and Adebayo.
For whatever
and-
reason, we don't win in Miami the last couple years.
Miami's
either.
tough. We talked
We
about it.
we yes. I remember last year too. Same thing. And one of my friend,
Well coached.
he's a Miami Heat fan, and he lives in Jersey. He still has season tickets in Miami. He sells it every time, and he just go to like maybe a few games a year.
That stadium
But
is
he-
just a,
He
you know,
tells me all the time. He's like, dude,
it's a
like,
tourist spot.
Miami
That stadium's
Knicks.
a tourist spot.
Yeah, Miami Knicks is just insane.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get another road. Hopefully get a road win tonight.
Well, yeah.
3 or 4 more on the road after this, and then back at the Garden. I think right around Thanksgiving or the
Yep.
day after Thanksgiving.
Day
We're gonna
after.
play. Speaking
We're
of
not-
which,
We're not playing
We're playing-
Thanksgiving Day, right? Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
we play the day after against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to be with Giannis. There's been some crazy injuries in this first 2 weeks.
Yep.
Wembanyama, calf out. Giannis, strained groin out. Obviously, you know what's going on with the Knicks, losing Anunoby, losing Brunson. Cooper
Oh, we
Flag
have-
is down. Anthony Davis is
Don't we
down.
have Charlotte? Don't we have Charlotte? in
Yeah,
the
so
NBA
I was
Cup?
gonna give the schedule. Obviously tonight against the Mavericks, then Saturday in Orlando, then on the road in Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
and
yeah.
then on the road again is against Charlotte. So we can definitely get healthy on the road.
Right.
Three
Okay,
out
the
of
next time we're home is Black Friday.
but
Yes.
yeah, against
Milwaukee.
next Friday.
We
Milwaukee.
might not have Giannis. So
Right.
Yeah. So
So that's
Oh.
good. Yeah.
So we could definitely hopefully get 3 out of the 4 on the road trip. Orlando's a tough matchup, but
Detroit's
Yeah.
won 11 in a row.
yeah.
I told you guys before the season started, I said the Pistons are one of the teams that scare me.
I wasn't me and you. I think it was me. It was me on the. On a
Well, we only have a 1 game at home, and then before we go to Boston,
Well, we
Yeah.
just had a 6-game
We had a
homestand.
7-game
Yeah.
homestand. That's
Yeah.
why.
we have a Boston, and then we come back home. That's the game I'm planning on going to. The Charlotte, the
Okay.
December 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, it was me, Mark, and Mark, and Rick a couple weeks ago, and I told them guys Detroit, and they were like, "Ah, no."
Well, I just go by what we saw last year with the Detroit series. That was a very physical series. It was back
They're
and
all saying
forth.
Orlando. Mark and Rick were saying Orlando. I think
Them too. I think they're going to be good too. So those are the teams that right now are ahead of us. Orlando, Cleveland, Detroit.
Yeah,
And Milwaukee, we'll see.
Cleveland's playing Houston right now, right? I mean, it's a pretty good
The
game
Knicks
too.
are on right after them. So on,
Yeah.
on
I don't think we
ESPN.
need to worry about. I know everybody wants to be with the first number 1 seed. We laughed. I said I'd like to be 2, 3, but 54.
Listen, we're treading water under Brown's system. So
we win 53 wins this year. 54 wins. I think will be a problem in the playoffs. We was like,
oh no, absolutely. And if it
gotta be
takes
healthy
that
every
amount
game.
of time to
Yeah.
get acclimated to Brown's system, and
Yeah.
we're ready to go in April and May, then I don't care how many regular season games we win.
Right.
So
yeah, I feel the same.
good stuff.
It is good
All
stuff.
right, guys. I think that puts a wrap on tonight. Appreciate your time. Danny, as always, a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Just meet the Giants Sing. Appreciate your time,
Thank
sir,
you.
tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Again, give him a follow on Instagram. He's doing really big things in the community.
Come
Check him
back
out at our
anytime,
home games,
man. Come back
tailgates.
anytime.
Thank you, and
Yeah,
hope
don't
to
be a
see you
stranger.
guys sometime when the Giants are better. You know, maybe in the Giants Stadium. Danny, I mean, I know Danny comes to games.
Yeah, I try to go
tailgates
to
all the
most
time, but
games.
we never connect.
Yeah,
I mean,
we gotta
it's
change
just-
that.
It's
Yeah.
just he tailgates. He ends up tailgating with Talking Giants all the way
Yeah.
on the other side of the
Right.
parking lot.
Yeah,
you know?
that's exactly what.
Give
it
a
is.
shout. What parking lot do you normally tailgate?
I
Where's your
tailgate
setup?
in D lot, which is by 120 by the mall. and he
Okay.
tailgates across from us all the way on the other side of the stadium.
Yeah, L16
So
is where.
L16. So
Yeah.
it will take us at least 20 minutes walk if you go through the parking lot. Yeah.
The beauty of MetLife Stadium, fellas.
Exactly.
But with that said, appreciate your time tonight, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll catch you guys in a few days. Appreciate it.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but we won. I'm tired. It's midnight. We had a good pod tonight, and I watched us almost blow another road game, which is frustrating, but we won. Shamit, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Brown, for believing and putting him in the starting lineup. Wasn't a great game, but man, you owned the last minute, hitting those 2 clutch threes, drawing that foul at the end, which I almost like. I'm sitting here right where I'm at now, and when that foul happened, I thought it was a bucket and the foul. So then I thought they were going to win the game, but free throws, man. I wanted to put highlights up. I wanted to be like, I did the commentating during the game when Shamit hit the 3. I did a bang. I wish I had it recorded. And then when he hit the next 3, I did a double bang. But we went 5 for 6 to end the game at the free throw line, and I think I wrote it down here somewhere. What did we do for the game? It was horrible. I have some notes. Oh, man. 19 for 35, 54% from the line. If Mitchell Robinson sinks a free throw, if Jalen Brunson makes 2 of 2, if Shamit makes a free throw, like, the game's over. It doesn't even come down to this. I wanted to make a cool reel, and I was actually going to dig up some highlights, which I've never done, but not worth it. Not the way they ended the game. Get on the free throw line today. Everybody needs to just chill, get healthy, and shoot 1,000,000 free throws. No excuse in that, but go Knicks. We are now 1-4 on the road. We're undefeated at home, and it's on. Go Knicks.